I'm standing in front of this huge piece of art called the Human Wall. It's made by the Danish artist Bjørn Nørgaard in 1982. And the history behind this wall is that Bjørn Nørgaard was invited by the Guggenheim Museum in New York to do an artwork that was supposed to be showed at an exhibition about Scandinavian art. And the exhibition was meant to tour all over the United States. Now in '82, Bjørn Nørgaard was still involved in X-skolen, or the Experimental Art School, which was an education sort of artist group meant as an alternative to the Academy of Art in Copenhagen. And the other artists, the teachers and the students at the school were all very politically involved and all on the very left wing. So they were not exactly fond of the idea of Bjørn Nørgaard going to the United States, because they thought it was kind of the home of capitalism. However, Bjørn Nørgaard decided to take the challenge and go to the United States, mainly because of two things. First of it, because he thought it was an interesting project and he wanted to help letting the Americans know more about the Scandinavian art. And partly because he actually would get a lot of money for it, and that gave him the opportunity to do a huge art piece like this and to try out some materials that he'd never worked with before. Bjørn Nørgaard decided that he would make the Human Wall out of a certain kind of concrete that is mixed up with plastic fibers. And no one had really done that before, so it took a lot of experimenting and a lot of bad outcomes before this 15 meters long circular shape was actually in a state that Bjørn Nørgaard could accept. At that time he was getting very close to the date where he had to, where his work had to be finished, and therefore he only had one day to make each of the sculptures on top of the wall. So he just took a deep breath and did it that way, one sculpture a day.